And for all the other developments in Thailand, let's join now Channel News Asia's Timothy Goh, who's live from us at the main protest site in Bangkok's Ratchaprasong intersection. Timothy.
Well, Gerard, now that the elections will go ahead on Sunday, many registered Thai voters will have really no other choice but to vote. It is compulsory to vote in Thailand. But here is what's unique in this kingdom. Apart from the names of parliamentary representatives, there is a no option in the ballot for voters to tick, to register a vote. It is like choosing none of the above. Now, because none of the candidates perhaps represent a voter's personal political views, or as with the case this time, the Democrat Party is not contesting any seat. So if you support a Democrat Party candidate, then you can choose no. If you recall, in the April 2006 general elections, the Democrat Party pulled the same stunt and boycotted the elections. Back then, Thaksin Shinawat's Thai Rak Thai Party won 61% of the votes, but a whopping 38% of Thais voted no. That election was eventually declared invalid by the Constitutional Court, and then Mr. Thaksin was ousted in a coup. So, as you can see, a substantial no vote this coming Sunday means further political instability in Thailand. It will also be interesting to take a look at the numbers of those no votes because it will very likely reflect division within Thai society, and this time around that will be recorded officially in election results. Now, speaking of that divide, the red shirts, traditional supporters of the Pheu Thai, says it will come out on Friday to stage nationwide rallies in support of the government. But now, Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra is facing more pressure from rice farmers who are upset that they have not been paid for their grains in the government's ill-fated rice subsidy scheme. The farmers have set the caretaker government a deadline of the end of this month, that's just 2 more days from today, to give them their money. Channel News Asia's Prichada Promchachu is in Thailand's northeast to meet with these farmers, and she is coming to us live now from Khon Kaen. Prichada, these farmers are supporters, or they come from the stronghold of the Pheu Thai Party. So how has this failed rice pledging scheme affecting the government support up there in the north?
Very much so. The rice pledging scheme has seen, the popularity of Yingluck Shinawatra and her interim government on decline because most of their supporters are farmers, and it's farmers now who are suffering from the side effects of that very subsidy program. So we have over 1 million farmers across the nation, waiting to be paid by the government, and we are not going to see, the payment anytime soon, it seems. And the problem is that they are now waiting for the income, and rice is like the main source of income, but at the same time the expenses keep popping up around them. I have talked to the chairman of the coordinating committee of the Northeast Agricultural Council. He said that the rice pledging scheme has sent a big impact to the popularity of the ruling party. He said that in the north and northeast of Thailand, farmers are starting to discuss what they're going to do with the vote on the 2nd of February if they don't get paid, before that time. And, the number of 1 million farmers across the nation is actually a very high number, and it will send such an impact to the election result on the 2nd of February. If no payment has been made before that, the Pheu Thai Party might not enjoy, the same victory that it did last time.
Prichada, what do the farmers plan to do if the payment is continued to be delayed?
Well, the request that the farmers want to be met is, the government paying them the money that they owe, and the second is that the government paying them the interest that have incurred during the waiting period, and they expect all the payments to be done by the 31st of Jan, which is like 2 days in the future. If that doesn't take place, they plan to join forces with other farmers in different regions across Thailand, and they're going to block roads and perhaps protest to pressure the government even more. I also asked if they plan to join the anti-government protesters in the capital city, and the answer that I got is a yes.
All right, Pritchard, thanks for that. Pritchard from Chu in Khon Kaen, that is in the northeastern part of Thailand. Let's go to the southern part of the kingdom now. Traditionally, Democrat Party stronghold, but the party's boycott of the polls and the support to the Suthep Thongsaban-led movement, anti-government movement here, has put them at odds with many voters there. Channel News Asia's Hanu Wongcham has the story from Surat Thani.
A candlelight vigil by the pro-election white shirts was always going to be difficult to hold in former Deputy Prime Minister Suthep Thaugsuban's hometown of Surat Thani. And true enough, that small gathering by the banks of the Tapi River was soon disrupted by the sound of whistles from supporters of Mr. Suthep's People's Democratic Reform Council. Despite the intimidation, Surat Thani's white shirts carry on with their vigils. Some say they were supporters of the Democrat Party but have become disillusioned by the party's decision to boycott the polls in support of the anti-government protests.
ผมไม่เคยไปทำการเมืองกับพรรคอื่นใดมีทำอยู่พรรคเดียวคือพรรคประชาธิปัตย์อยู่กับประชาธิปัตย์กระทั่งล่าสุดนะครับต่อสู้ในเรื่องการคัดค้านพรบนะครับผมสู้เต็มเหนียววันนี้ทุกอย่างแหกกฎไปหมดแล้วนะครับทางออกที่ดีที่สุดก็คือย้อนกลับมาสู่ที่ตั้งสติกันใหม่เข้าคูหาเลือกตั้งอย่างเดียวนี่คือทางออกครับ
Mr. Suthep and the Thaugsuban family have been instrumental in the Democrat Party's domination of Surat Thani in past elections, but at a local level, their dominance is by no means guaranteed. Montri Phet Kum, a politician who unexpectedly defeated Mr. Suthep's cousin in 2009 mayor election, says the Democrat Party cannot always expect to win in Surat Thani. He also believes that the poll boycott and the support of election disruption by the Democrat Party will hurt them politically in the long term.
ในส่วนที่เป็นกลาง 70% เนี่ยจะทำอย่างไรให้เขาเข้าใจจะทำอย่างไรให้เขารู้ว่าบ้านนี้เมืองนี้ไม่ใช่ของใครนะบ้านนี้เมืองนี้เป็นของทุกคนผมคนหนึ่งต้องเดินไปเลือกตั้งให้ได้ไม่ว่าการขัดขวางนั้นจะขัดขวางอย่างไรและประชาชนอีกจำนวนมากก็ต้องเดินเข้าสู่คูหาเพื่อลงคะแนนเสียงใช้สิทธิของตนเองตามระบอบประชาธิปไตย
Open expressions of diverse political views inside the Democrat Party's heartland may not signal a change to its strong electoral support anytime soon. Nevertheless, it reveals a potential risk of voters' backlash against the party because of its strong support for the anti-government movement. With the Democrat Party set to be a notable absentee on the February 2nd ballot, Thailand's oldest political party may need to do some deep soul-searching, not least among its own base, to see how it can regain its place in Thai politics. Hanu Wongcham, Channel News Asia, Surat Thani, Southern Thailand.
So, Gerard, the next coming days are expected to be tense as we approach election day here in Thailand. And rhetoric, as you can hear from the anti-government side right behind me, will be louder as it becomes more desperate to derail the elections. Gerard?
All right, thank you, Tim. Timothy Go reporting to us live from Bangkok.